During the height of the storm, John and Marnie could see the wall of water coming across the field towards their apartment complex. John made the decision that they needed to leave and leave now. But when they got back to the apartment for the first time, they were able to go up to their second floor apartment where they could see the water line at the 4-foot mark on the wall. To consider that the French Broad River that sort of runs through all of this, at one point during the storm, they believe it crested at about 30 feet above its normal height. And that's what goes down through the areas like the River Arts District and downtown Asheville and the like. We knew right off the bat from this storm was that our school and our early childhood would be closed because we had no water. And thanks to creative thinking by several members of the church and a generous donation from a company here in North Carolina, we were able to reverse pressurize our system through the backflow valve to get students back on campus.
Normally, to have this tanker of water sitting out there is about $8,400 a day. And they said, we're gonna donate that to you, and anytime you need it to be topped off, we can get it topped off. And that was something that the parents were gonna want, was, they want their kids to be back in a normal school setting, to have some kind of sense of normalcy after, a disaster that had just come through the area.
At present, we are the only school open in Buncombe County. So that is beyond Asheville, and our kids are experiencing something here that other kids genuinely and desperately need in this part of the world right now.
I've been doing the middle school car line this week for this first week, and middle schoolers are not usually very excited about anything. And so when the students came back on Monday, they were very excited.
In the first few days after the storm, and that was, I believe, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we were feeding 300 people a day, both lunch and dinner, out of our church parking lot, along with distribution of all the supplies you could imagine, whether it be water, dry goods, medical goods, etc. Emmanuel Lutheran Church and School has been a long-time partner with Lutheran Church Extension Fund. And when we arrived at the moments after the storm, one of my first thoughts was, we're going to have some financial challenges potentially ahead of us. And one of my very first calls I made was to Bart Day, and he says, "Don't worry. We are partners in ministry together." One of the big challenges we have right now is that we still can't find everybody. Communities have been cut off because roads have been washed away, or bridges have collapsed, or the community is no more due to mudslide and taking houses away with it. And it takes my breath away to see how the church so quickly and actively mobilized to help this little portion of our church body.